Hi, friends. I'm just back from my week in Portugal and wanted to give you a quick just update about what happened there. We had an outstanding time. I went to Portugal, landed last Tuesday, and arrived with a delegation of about 6 other Kingdom business partners of mine, some from Australia, some from across Europe and Africa. We were in Lisbon for a couple of things. It was World Youth Catholic Week. So Lisbon, Portugal has about 1.5 million people normally. 1 million more youth flew in from all over the world to be a part of World Catholic Day, which is a week-long event. And so it's just amazing to see literally 18 to 25-year-old Catholics all over Lisbon. I mean, they were everywhere, worshiping God in the streets, praying, celebrating faith. And it was really breathtaking, to be honest. And, it was amazing to also be in that region. I don't know if you know this, but Portugal in the 1400s was the sending nation that sent out the explorers to find what we know today as the New World. Part of what happened in the 1400s, this is really significant, was that before that, the primary trade of the globe was the Silk Road, which was, of course, the link between Europe and Asia across land. And what happened was that after the explorers, the Portuguese explorers that were sent, by the way, by the Queen of Spain and also the church, commissioned these explorers to go and take the gospel to the New World. The entire geo-economic trade changed, and all of a sudden trade didn't happen primarily through the Silk Road, but became, of course, what the shipping routes that we still operate with today. And so it was really, profoundly prophetic to be in that place of launching. We actually took a day, I think it was on the Friday, the group and I, we went to a place called Belém, the district of Belém in Portugal, and visited the sending cathedrals and went up into this monument that is just one of the most profound monuments it's a tribute, as it were, to this sending or this apostolic commissioning that the church gave to these pioneers of the New World. And along the sides of this monument are like these statues, as it were, of the explorers. And the thing that really spoke to us was that these explorers weren't just merchants, they were priests, they were military people, they were city builders, they were royalty, they were artists, they were poets. When the early church, as it were, or the church of the 1400s, sent forth a delegation of ambassadors to take the gospel to the nations, they didn't just send preachers. That was the profound thing. They literally sent a representative from every sphere of society. It was like they knew intuitively that to take the gospel of the kingdom forward, you needed more than just the priests, and you needed more than just, one class of people, but you need, a nation disciples a nation. And it was just profound. We found it so prophetic to say, hey, part of this whole marketplace movement is the revelation that the gospel has to be preached beyond the context of a church pulpit. And obviously we do that as we minister the gospel through our enterprises and through our careers and through all that we're doing. So I'll put a picture up. I think we captured a bit of a video of the monument. We went up right in the middle of it. You go up to these 7 flights of stairs, and we were up on the top of it praying over the city of Lisbon. On Thursday, we ran a Kingdom business seminar. I had, again, the delegation that was with me, and rather than preach at a room full of people, it was amazing. The people that were there, business people from all over the world, were there to hear the message, I said to our guys, I said, listen, let's not preach to them. Let's not, they don't need theory. Let's bring testimony of what God is doing in you, what God has been doing through your business, how the Spirit of God is at work mightily, in your midst. And it was profound. The feedback was amazing. Many people said, look, we've never heard the gospel of the kingdom in the marketplace presented in the way that we did that day. So that was amazing to do that. And then, of course, Friday night, we were in the stadium. I'll send you a short video of that as well, along with this message. 46,000 people in the soccer stadium there. Really, 50% of them were Catholics and 50% were evangelicals, united together. The first time in 300 years that the Vatican had agreed to do a combined evangelistic event with the evangelicals in Europe. I mean, really profound. It's where I prayed that evening in the midst of that atmosphere, prayed for you, prayed for your enterprise, prayed for the call of God on your lives. And I really believe that I've come back, with a divine impartation, a real boldness for this next season. I feel like, I've got energy to see this movement, see this grace go forward over the next 10 years exponentially. And I really believe that God is inviting us, you and I, to believe him for outstanding expansion, outstanding kind of next level stuff for your enterprise, for, your kingdom influence, your kingdom impact, your ability to create resource generation for the kingdom. I mean, of course, we were all believing for a mighty harvest of souls, continuing mighty harvest of souls. I've heard many people say, we're believing for 1 billion souls. That's the commission, this 1 billion souls over the next 10 years. And you know what? That's great. I believe for that too, but I'm also believing for billions of dollars to come into the kingdom. If we're going to see the kingdom go forward, we need to see the kingdom finances rise up and take their place. I really believe that it's a day to believe God for something so much better, to make sure that we're lifting our eyes up out of the day-to-day and the limitations of just, what we've been operating in, and really expand our hearts and just say, yes, God. Faith is believing God that he is, and that he is the rewarder of those that diligently seek him. So I wanted to capture this short video. I'm going to send you some thoughts about that. And I'm really excited to, over the next couple of months, as I touch base with you, as we engage in the sessions, to really provoke your heart and stand alongside you and really push in faith, believing for next level things. I really believe God is, the windows of heaven are open for our enterprises, for our lives, for our ministry effectiveness. And I really believe God is going to do great things amongst us. So I'll see you soon, and I'll send you that stuff, and it'll be great to connect. All right. Blessings. Bye now.